Up to this point na ang daming freeze orders sa mga bank accounts ng mga involved sa flood control, ang ating bank secrecy law remains intact, remains implemented. And of course, under the Cybercrime Prevention Act, merong konting allowance for disclosure of bank accounts of holders for purposes of cybercrime investigations. And this is a case involving a local bank nag-withhold ng information sa isang investigation na sinasabing na-scam ang isang tao ng isang nagpapanggap na bank employee. At ito ay na-report sa Philippine National Police at sinabi nga niya na binigyan siya ng email and one-time password only to find out na later on yung kanyang bank account nabawasan ng 10,000 pesos at nailipat sa isang bangko, yung East West Bank. At sinabi nito na hanggang ngayon, sabi ng korte, meron pa rin tayong bank secrecy law. And while the bank secrecy law protects the confidentiality of bank deposits and their financial details, however, there is a crime committed, and this is the cybercrime law nga, yung sinasabi natin, it may be an exception. At the bank is ordered to provide the information required by the investigation. Under the cybercrime law, ang isang bangko ay considered as a service provider because their digital banking services, yung online banking platforms nila, mobile applications, and automated email notifications allow customers to communicate and transact through computer systems. Kung ordinary banking lang, walang internet banking, walang talagang hindi mo maaasahan na ibigay sa iyo ng bangko. Pero because of these services provided by the bank, exposed sila sa cybercrime law.